Another project that we're working on more recently is developing a communication strategy to communicate the very complex science associated with protecting and conserving the Great Barrier Reef. As people worldwide know, we've been hit by two massive coral bleaching events in the last 2 years, where the water that surrounds the Great Barrier Reef was up above 30 degrees, which means that the algae leave the corals and we get the bleaching out. And when it's that severe, some of the coral dies and does not recover. So that's a great concern. And so it's important that we do things that can help the reef resist that sort of effect and even recover from it. Now, we're talking about a reef system that's 2,300 kilometres long. It's a very extensive area. So certainly the reef isn't all dead. There are some areas that are just as beautiful as they've ever been, but there's increasing areas of degradation. And to help protect the reef, we need the people on the land to do the right things. So for example, working with farmers, working with people in the towns to make sure that their actions means that the water flowing onto the reef stays clean. So we've come up with a number of different strategies to help communicate the science, the very complex science that's being produced about what's happening on the land, how that affects the reef, and then what's happening on the reef. Thirdly, we also work with visitor centres and museums and other things to produce interactives for children. And that requires simple language, it requires storytelling skills, but it also requires the opportunity for students to feel like that they can do actions that'll make a difference. So simple things like turning the power off at the wall, unplugging the power, making sure that air conditioners are set to 23 degrees, not more, will save energy. And all of those things are going to work together to help the process of having a more sustainable planet. And that's what makes me passionate, is about creating a change. And I think as a science communication practitioner, you can create change. You can create differences in people's lives, and that's why I do what it is that I do.